River Park held a festival for climate change, offering job opportunities, arts and crafts for kids, and political tips on how to make the Bronx a better place. This was sponsored by the NY's Renews Coalition.
New York Renews is a over 300 organization strong nonprofit.
NY Renews Coalition has 5 main priorities in 2022: budget demand, Climate and Community Investment Act, federal policy, member support and capacity building, and climate leadership and community protection. We spoke to community organizer Victor Davila, who told us the meaning behind their mission.
We are out here making sure that we can try to enforce and pass climate legislation that helps secure spaces for us in the Bronx. We have had a long history of disinvestment from the city and disinvestment from the state, even though we are filled with beautiful, lovely, and talented people. And we need to know that broadly, we are capable of recognizing that amongst ourselves at least, and making sure that here in our home in HQ, we are making sure we're doing the fullest that we can, the most that we can, to push climate legislation to the foreground.
The coalition is organizing a $15 billion budget plan for climate justice. They want to create good green jobs, support low-middle-income New Yorkers who would be impacted by energy transition, and fining polluters for putting nature at harm. Bronx Assembly member Kenny Burgos stands behind the movement, and here's what he had to say.
We have to address this climate because the Bronx really is the forefront of this crisis. I call the Bronx one of the most contradictory boroughs in the city. Where we have all this waterfront, zero access to it. We're the greenest borough, but yet we have some of the highest asthma rates and pollution. We produce 70% of all the produce in New York City and have some of the most food deserts in New York City. So, we really have to take action here. When I say action, it's up to us as legislators, as the state of New York, to address this with legislation, with policy, and with actual resources. We're going to demand more of our government. We're going to demand more of our legislators to make sure that we address the issues that we care about. We're not just going to stand idly by. So I hope that this trend continues. I hope these organizations continue to build their advocacy and build their networks, because that's how we accomplish these things.
So if you would like to know how you can get involved and make a difference in climate change, you can contact NY Renews Coalition. Reporting for BronxNet, Shanel Thompson.